Boom, boom, skin everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I got a bit of Bleach Immortal Soul up today, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on. So we recently, after just got out of the Halloween event, which, as always, they offer new characters. They do offer new characters, even though they're not offering new characters like normal. During a holiday season, holiday event, they will. So we'll probably have one for Christmas. But then you probably won't see any more, if it even lasts much past Christmas. As of course, they've already stopped additions to the game. There's no new quality of life updates, no new characters except occasionally on holiday season. So they've pretty much, stopped. They're not going to finish the story. The story's not even halfway complete before they stopped that some time ago. So basically, the game's on life support. Everybody's just waiting for the next 1,000-Year Blood War game, or the first 1,000-Year Blood War game to be released, as the Bleach anime is going on right now. The final arc, 1,000-Year Blood War. I think we're 6 episodes. So there are going to be games coming out for that. So anybody who has a little bit of money, don't be spending it on this particular game. Wait until the 1,000-Year Blood War comes out, and that's where you probably want to spend your money. However, in the meantime, to get your Bleach fix, this is what we're playing. So don't really focus on much anything except team building at this point and increasing your characters. And the reason we do that is we've got a soul box event, which is the only, this is what they're doing. These are all rerun soul box events that have been at one time released. They're just releasing them again. Just takes a few minutes to actually, pop that into code for that and re-enter it onto the system. So that's what they're doing. We've got version 2 Ulquiorra and Soggy Katori, who we're going to refer to Soggy from here on out, since we don't have to say the name. It's a very long name. So Soggy and Ulquiorra V2. Now, for me, this is a good one because Ulquiorra V2 is actually on my team. He is one of the characters that I need to bring to 7. I've got Tensa Zangetsu up to 7. I've got Dangaichi up to 7. So I'm just waiting for, where did you go? Waiting for Sazi. And I was waiting for Ulquiorra 2. I have not decided on what's going to be my 7th character. It's probably going to end up being whichever soul box comes out first. Probably going to end up being, just full Hollow Ichigo. I don't see any other, full Hollow Ichigo is the I shadow the character in and out for Nemu, Halloween Nemu. And sometimes I'll throw in Miramasa for damage and whatnot inside of the Soul Vicinity events that come out where you need blue characters, so you need a red character to go against those inside of the events. The one where you fight Aizen, Karakura Town, and then of course your the sect boss, the hollow that you're going against. They're both blue, so you need to have red. Red beats blue, blue beats orange, orange beats red. So that's what we're doing right now at this particular point. So, whichever one first comes up. But this is one of the ones that I wanted to actually get up to 7 stars. And as you can see, we got quite a way to go for him. We've got none of the 360 shards that we need. Now, we already have Omni shards. We have 132 Omni shards. I've already drawn some on the actual, I had 90,000. I'm down to 20,000, and I've already got 84 shards, and I've got 74 actual shards for his actual Zanpakuto. So we'll have to see about that. But we're going to go ahead and do some pulls today. So I don't normally do the pulls on screen, but since we're going to try to see what we can get him up to, and we want to make a determination. So if we've got 132 of the Omni shards, and we've got 84, so you're getting about 216. I guess, in terms of what we've got. So we've still got another 100, so 360, 260, 100, 260, 260. So we've got about 160, 170 shards to go to get the actual 80, to actually get to the point where we can take him up to 7th star. That's fully maxed out, of course. So we need to actually focus on, so doing some of the pools. Today's the last day for the pools. The event actually ends today at the end of this, so we've got about 8 hours. So you want to make sure that you do save your Soul Jade for these actual events, because you also get Soul Jade rebates, which you can extend your push. You're going to get 4 shards for your character each pool, and every other pool you're going to get another 4 and you'll get 5 shards for your weapon, which will pop up here, this one right there. Okay, so another good thing about doing pulls during the event is they have advanced Omni Shard chests inside of here. Whenever one pops up, I'll throw it out, but those advanced Omni Shard chests are exceedingly high drop rates for actually Omni Shards. I mean, I've had about, I'd say right here they are, 2 right here. I've had about 10, and I would say about 6 or 7 I've got out of the 10, 7 times I think. 7 times I've gotten Omni Shards. So these have a very high Omni Shard drop rate, and as always. You're also going to get, you're going to get purple items for the, for archives and whatnot to increase, your initiative. So all that stuff, you get all kinds of good stuff in here, and occasionally you will hit something really nice other than the shards. There's the 2 more Omni Shard chests, but as you can see, you get a bunch of other stuff. So pulling on a Soul Box event is really, really good. And that's where you should be spending most of your Soul Jade. You shouldn't be spending your Soul Jade on anything else at this point. Just wait until a Soul Box event comes around for one of your characters, whoever that character may be, and that's what you go for. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of that. Don't forget to grab your chests. So we are at 220. 240, so we got another shards right there, and we got some Soul Jade as so Omni Shards as well. There we've got a Awakening Essence, Omni Shards. So we're at 200, and how many we pulled 293 times at this particular point. So 56,862. So we're winding it down, but you've got a Soul Jade rebate, which is why I say that you really should be waiting to spend that, because this is a good way to get a lot of your Soul Jade back. Well, not a lot of it, I'd say, but you're getting a good chunk of it back. It also allows you to extend your actual pulls, as well as get a couple Omni Shards and whatnot. Okay, and it goes all the way up to. I'll go all the way up to 60,000 in terms of so I have more than that. As you can see, that's what we're doing. So we just, we're going to keep pulling until we got enough to, we might not be able, I should have enough to actually get him up to 7-star through but it's going to be very close. And I'm not sure that I want to go all the way down and use all of the Soul Jade at this point, because you can still get Omni Shards fairly easy. I have 132, and I've gathered those up in approximately about 2.5, 3 months. So it's not difficult. You can get Omni Shards pretty fair. You can get a couple a day, and then when they have gotcha events and things like that, you can get your hands on 5 or 6 inside of that. And then when they have the Character Town and other events like that, you can get another 13 or 14 from those. So you can rally it up pretty quick. So in the space of a month, you can probably get, about 60 to 70 of those. If they have 2 events inside that month, you'll be able to. Otherwise, you're probably looking at about 40 guaranteed each month. And if they time the events right, you can get 2. You might be able to get up to between 50 and 60 each month. You get them in Arena too, so you can get some that way. They have them hiding around, as well as chests that you can get from your chests that you get inside of the squad. Those have Omni Shards into it, so you can usually get a pretty decent amount of shards. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bag. All right, you can also get a lot of these tombs and whatnot inside of here, in essence as well. So we have another 10 here. So let's use these and let's see what the percent. See how many we get. So 9. See, that's an exceedingly high number. Okay, that's why I said, like, in the last one I got like 7. And this time I got like 9. So you get a lot of Omni Shards that way too. That's got me up to 148 Omni Shards combined with, so we're getting there. 148, 228. So let's do a quick addition here. So we got 148 and 128. So 8, 8, 16, 4, 2, 6, 7, 276, and we need 360. So we are honing in on that. And we've still got quite a bit. We've still got 57,000. So we should be able to do this and have some left over, which is good. I'm not sure when the next character is going to come up is the problem. I don't want to use too much of the Omni Shards or too much of my Soul Jade, because when the next event comes up for another one of the characters, I want to make sure that I have it, especially White Ichigo, which is uh, I'm hoping will be soon, because I want to get them all up to 7. Like I say, I'm not spending any money on the game, so this is just doing to get to my Bleach fix. Normally I log on and do my dailies each day. It takes me about 35 minutes to knock out the dailies. I might log on in the evening if I have time and just use up my stamina, so I always keeping your stamina regenerating. So I'll do that, which takes like 10 seconds. And then occasionally, if there's an event or something going on, you have to spend an extra 5 to 10 minutes to play the event. But they're not offering any new events. Okay, so there's nothing that you have to sit and think about and figure out what it is you're actually doing. It's stuff that you've been doing ever since the game's inception, almost 2 years ago. So we'll have to see. But yeah, so should be seeing 1,000-year Blood War games. I don't know if OG, that's the company that's the developer. I don't know if they're going to be making. I don't know if they have 1,000-year Blood War, a license for that or not. They do have. OG also has the One Punch Man Road to Hero game out. They do update that. That game is being consistently updated. As you know, One Punch Man is on a roll right now with the story hitting some climactic endings there, with some of the good fights and finally figuring out exactly what Saitama actually is and what his actual. It looks like what his destiny is going to be. So that's what's going on. So there is another game that they are focusing on. So they're not just sitting around doing nothing at this particular time. So let's go ahead and remember to focus on our chests. I prefer the other events that they have when they had the new hire events. They offered Omni shards in every one of these chests. But so you didn't have these Zanpakuto, so it's another way. It was impossible to get the weapon in the new hires. Unless you had to get enough shards to actually get the character to 5-star, and then you'll get the weapon that way. Because they had like a little new character event. I did not like those events; they were not very functional. I played those events just to get the character, unless it was one that I was going to be working on. Then, of course, I went farther. But I didn't like them because they weren't cost effective. You can't unless you can get the weapon. The weapon is what jacks up the power on the character. So that's what you need to get, and we're going to be able to make his weapon. But unfortunately, we need 4. I'm at the final break for him. So if you take a look at him, you will see that his weapon, which is his emblem right here, to awaken it, I need 4 of them, and it takes I think it's 50 or let's go. We can go ahead and make one here. I will show you that if you've obviously seen it before. So you take the weapons. Okay, you're going to use them, and we're going to dump all of them, of course, into Ulquiorra. Confirm. Okay, so then we'll go to the actual here. So it takes 50. So I'm almost to the point where I can get that. So I can combine it for 1. Okay, so I've got 2 of them. And we've still got, so I need 11 more and I'll have 3. And then, so I need another 50. So I need another 61 and I'll be able to max out his weapon. That's 4 is the last enchantment. That's the final level in terms of leveling up his Zanpakuto. That's the max the weapon goes to. But you see, the Soul Jade replenishment, the rebate, they didn't have Soul Jade rebates. I don't think they had Soul Jade rebates on the new character. The only time you'll see a Soul Jade rebate is when they're actually doing the Soul Box event. So Soul Box events are definitely where it's at. But they're not having any new character events. So I've hit the Soul Jade max right now. Okay. So let's take a look at the bag. So we're at 156 right now. And we've got 168 of the actual shards. So we're moving along. So we're almost there. So let's do a few more pulls. And then we'll do a few more pulls, and then we'll do some math, and we'll see exactly how many more we're going to have to do here. It takes 4 at a time. And we got some more Omni shards. One of the things that you want to focus on, when you do your soul box, as I said in the weapon, is because there's going to be an event after this that you'll be able to get some shards for the weapon. So if you come up a little bit short on the weapon, it's not too bad. Okay, so if you can get really close, then you'll be able to actually um, get those remaining shards. It'll either be a character or a town event, or it'll be a an arena event, one of the other, and you'll be able to you participate in the event, get the coins, and you'll be able to. One of the options will be they'll have Sogi and Kotari Sagi, and that will have Ulquiorra's weapon shards in there. So if you're like, you can get like, I think it's 5 each time. So if you come up short, you can usually end up getting like 15 to 20 shards in that. So you can always bank on that if if you do come up short. So there will be other ways to get it. All right, so we're at 41. Let's go ahead and do one more pool and that'll get us down to about 40, close to 40,000. Oh, got some Jinchurra shards. I'm getting I finished him up recently. All right, so let's go ahead and finalize this, and then we'll do some math, and we'll see how many more pools we're going to have to do. Okay, so that's that. All right, so let's go into the bag. Let's open up these Omnishard chests. 14 use. Let's see how many we get. Probably going to be like 10 or 11. 8. Not too good on that one. But hey, it's 8 shards that we can actually use. All right, so we've got 169 in terms of Omni shards, and we've got 192. So 92 is 11, 19, 92 is 11, 6, 7, 9, 7, 16, 1, 2, 3, 361 shards. We do not have to do any more pulls. All right, weapon. We've got 19 more shards. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these. We will use these here. Combine. Okay, so we've got 3 of his weapons, and we have, so we need 42 more. Let me confirm that we do have 3. Yeah, we have 3. So we need 42 more shards to actually make the weapon. That's more than we would be able to get. So we're going to have to do some more pulls if we want to get the weapon, but then we're going to get a bunch of shards that we do not need. So we have to make a determination as to what we're going to do here. But let's go ahead and max out Ulquiorra. Okay. So let's character Ulquiorra. I think I got, if I did my addition right, we should be able to promote him. So shard exchange. Well, let's go ahead and open up the shards first, because I want to. You don't want to use Omni shards. I really wish that this game had a method for actually converting unused shards for UR characters into Omni shards. That would be really great. But they don't have that option, so unfortunately, you have to be a little bit on the skippier side here. So let's go ahead and hit him. Promote. Got 101 shard exchange. Max. It'll give you the exact ones. Exchange 360 and promote. And there he is. So we now have him up to 7. So he is maxed out. Okay. And then we'll proceed to honing. How many shards? We've only got, okay. So we want to go ahead and start the honing. So we do need to do another pool because we need more shards for to start. We want to start honing because that gives us allows us to fill the honing set, so that we can actually at least get that. So we're going to need to do. We'll go ahead and do 2 more pools. Got another Miyuri. I think that's actually okay. Got that's 2. 1 more pool for some more weapon shards. So right there's the weapon shards. Okay. Reward. This should get us some more weapon shards as well. 2 more there. And we are at 513, so 7 more pools. So let's go ahead and take that. Now we can go in, we can fill up his set. I have to go in the chest first. Bag. Omnishard chest. Use 2 that time. go ahead and max these into Ulquiorra simply because any excess shards that you get, of course, can be used to do your honing to fine-tune the character. So it's not like they go to waste or anything like that. So you don't need to worry about, if I get more shards of him, what's it going to? They're just going to set and waste. No, they're not going to set and waste. They'll be used for the honing. If you've got a character to 7, you should know all about the honing, the promotion, hone, and that'll allow you to fill all these up. What you want to do is you want to try to get of course you want to try to get everything to red, but that's not a feasibility. Sometimes my goal was purple and above. Okay, and then I lock those, and then as I get more shards, I can start working on trying to get everything and fine tune them out. But that's what I do for base. And of course we got these back here, so that's what we're soldier. So we've actually nothing inside of the inside of that either. I was hoping we get a little bit more in terms of that. So I'll deal with all those later. So we do got the shards. So now we need to make a determination as to do we want to proceed. Okay, so how many do we need? So we need 30. So we need 30. I've got 36,000 soul jade. I think we're going to go ahead and do some more. I think we're going to go ahead and pull some more. I want to get closer. I can't remember what the event is to get those actually. But I do want to get close enough so that I can get the 4th weapon. I really didn't particularly want to have to spend this, but we still got 36,000. So it's not like I'm using all of my shards or all of my soul jade. I mean, it's, and I guess I could use these. I can use the excess shards for honing. But I do want to make sure that I can get that 4th weapon, because that 4th weapon will finish his. I'm in the process of maxing him all out. He's not really there for damage, so it's not that exceedingly too big of a deal. Okay, that should be enough right there. Omni shard chest, let's see what the percentage is. Percentage comes down to not getting too good. It seems like there is sort of like a decreasing returns on that thing right there. So the Rancor shards max 18. $38, that's 12. Yes, very easy to get that. I can get that easily. But if I remember correctly, it comes in a 10 set. So, but if you understand that you're going to have to actually have to purchase. You're going to purchase 2 10 sets is what you're going to have to do, which will take away from me from getting Omni shards. So I'm going to do 2 more pulls to get me the other sets. So now I got my set. Okay, so now I'm good. Now I don't have to worry. I can just get 1 set and I can spend the rest on getting Omni shards inside the event. It'll be a standard event, and you'll be able to get Omni shards as well. But if you have to spend your coins on, if you need to get your shards, you're going to have to spend your coins on that instead of getting your Omni shards. So it's best to just go ahead and make sure that you have less than 10. So I just have to purchase 1 set, because I'm pretty sure it's 10. I'm pretty sure it's 10. But what also worries me is I might be wrong, and it might be 5. So this way, I know that I'm guaranteed to get it, because either way, I only need 5 shards. So I'm very, that'll be easily obtainable in the event. So we will have his weapon and be able to do that. And of course, these excess shards here, you can put those, and I use those for honing. And the Omni Shards here, I've already got 9 Omni Shards back to start. Yep, and I got 11 Omni Shards back to start. So as you can see, that's what we want to do. So, we're up above 10 million right now. So we're moving along. We're still in the top 10 on our server 100. We're one of the first server that opened up during the inception. Pretty much everybody on the server's all member of the same remember the same guild. So the squad. So we had collaborated and made sure that was going to be the case, because we were expecting that there was going to be they told us that there was going to be squad boss. We were going to be completing on a squad boss. Okay, so that's exactly where we said, as you can see. So everybody joined Dome, and that's where the entire, of course, the squad boss never materialized. Inter server squad boss, because we wanted to compete in that, and we were going to be like, super. We wanted to be one of the tops, and we had a really good team. We had a exceedingly powerful team, exceedingly high ranking, and then of course, OG broke the game, so to speak, and decided not to update that. Yeah, so it never materialized, but that's what the plan was. So now most of the people they still play, as you can see. Anytime there's an event, Halloween event or a Christmas event, they always log back on. Anytime there's an event, they log back on and play. They don't do their dailies anymore, but anytime they have an event or something like that, World Championships, everybody jumps back on, and we mess around for a little bit, and then we after the event ends, everybody sort of goes back to what they were doing until the next event comes out. And that's the way we've been progressing until the game inevitably closes. I mean, I don't know if OG has, like I said, a 1,000-year Blood War game. If they do get a license for that, they'll probably just shut this down and then start anew with the 1,000-year Blood War. I doubt very seriously if they will try to connect it with this game. But I don't know what the plans are. But we will be getting some 1,000-year Blood War mobile games. I mean, there's obviously going to be 1 or 2 of them out there, and we'll have to be. We'll just wait for that to come out, and of course, that's what we'll be picking up where we left off at. But that's it. So yeah, Soulbox events up, Sogi, and Ulquiorra V2. I would suggest that you should be using Ulquiorra V2. He throws up a shield on the front line. And it usually lasts through a couple of rounds, so it's an exceedingly useful. It's what makes him one of the mainstays of my team, which is why, since they're not updating the story mode, it's really not that important. But we've still got 25,000 or so Soul Jade left, a little bit less than that, 24,668. And we'll keep building that back up until Why Did You Go? Or one of the other characters comes along, and we'll start to focus on them. Okay, so that's it. Just wanted to give you an update on the account, let you know where we're sticking at. And that there was the Soulbox event up last day, so make sure you get in there. So this is Kenrir. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the videos. That helps the channel immensely. Kenrir, still stuck in a corner, still coming at you. Signing out.